Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Through the Years. It's not really Let's Play Pokemon Through the Years as much as it's just Pokemon Through the Years, I guess. I think I've done that bit before. Today we're going to go through Route 25. I thought I was going to do that last episode, but these guys they took quite a while to defeat, and then we also had to catch our new team member in Z's. Actually, let's look at the two new team members we have on the team, which are Wombo, which is a physical attacker and has nothing useful yet, and then Z's, which is a very special Pokemon, which actually is a lot more useful. So we're going to keep these in the backseat a little bit until like next episode, just because I'm not going to grind them up on screen necessarily. But today we're first going to go through Route 25 one way, going towards Bill's house and just do the whole Bill cutscene. And then depending on how much time we have left after that, we are also going to go through and do the rest of the trainers left. I want to beat as many of these trainers as possible, but I also don't want this to be like a 45-minute episode, and that's going to hurt. That actually could be worse. I don't want this to be a 45-minute episode. So if it ends up being the case that after... Actually, let's go into Z's. Never mind. We're going to use Z's because we don't have Naga anymore. And we need a Psychic type to do with this new arena. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is we're going to go through this as efficiently and quickly as possible for story progression reasons. And then after that, we're going to fill up the rest of the episode with battling the leftover trainers. Just because I'm not going to take on the gym this episode, we're going to leave that for next episode unless we have like a lot of time to spare. Also, I don't know why you would ever like battle this guy, because you need to get down here anyway and then battle this girl. Either way, whatever you do, you're gonna have to battle her. So I don't know why that guy is standing there. I don't think he gets like a lot of challenges in his path, which probably means his Pokemon are real weak, and that's just pathetic, and I don't want to have to deal with that, and it's a whole thing. So last episode I spent the entire episode trying to get to the point where I was talking about bacon prices in my local grocery stores, which that was a thing. I don't think I've ever spent that much time trying to get like literally 1 point across, and SNES now has Sing. And that's a Mew. I mean, it's not a Mewtwo, but it's a Mew. Does that count? Does that count? You tell me. Does that count? I'm gonna say that counts. What is my best course of action against a Mew? I think it's just raw, like, levels. Oh, you don't look like a misformed embryo in this game. That's right, you actually have a nice sprite. How much damage do you do? Probably... Oh my... I'm in for quite a bit. You don't have anything other than Pound and Transform for like the first 50 levels, though, do you? So this shouldn't be a big deal, in theory. Man, I wish I was doing the theft lock right now. Actually, no, because this is the second trainer I'm facing either way, so I couldn't have caught a Mew. And Mew isn't... I'm not going to make a lot of friends with this, but Mew isn't actually that good of a legendary, I don't think. It's not bad per se, but it's just, as far as legendaries go, it's not that good. Even as far as mythicals go, it's like pretty like middle of the road in my opinion. And you have 4 Pokemon, so you're definitely going to have at least 3 Mewtwo's. Because that's just my luck. The moment SNES gets something like Ice Beam, it's going to absolutely rip through things like Bellsprout and Victreebel and that kind of thing. But as long as I have Destroy on the team, I don't see a reason to take that risk anyway. So there we go. I don't want Destroyer to be like level 30 though before going into the gym. And because it is my my backup for everything right now, he is kind of leaning that way. But Claws also, I need to remember, I have more Pokemon that are like a decent to good level. And Claws is level 17, which is good enough. That being said, Bite isn't a dark type. I know. I'm not expecting this to be super effective. Bite is just literally the most powerful move on this Pokemon. Don't freak out. I'm not trying to hit Mr. Mime super effectively. If I wanted to do that, I would just use Amber. Spoilers, I guess. This is going up in 2020. Spoilers for Sword and Shield are officially... spoiler period is done. I didn't see what you were going to send out, so I'm going to stay in. I guess that's okay. I don't really have anything... I don't have an electric type yet. That could be problematic. Not really. I need to remember that there's not a lot of Pokemon in this generation, and as such, the randomizer isn't going to fuck me as much with annoying type combinations, because a lot of the typings are like poison and water, really. I mean, yeah, you can't use grass against it, I guess, but you can use psychic against it. So a lot of the type combinations aren't actually like that annoying to deal with. A lot of the more annoying type combinations came out on later generations, like Generation 3 and then some in Generation 5 have real annoying type combinations. And Generation 4, I guess, and a little bit in Generation 6 and 7 and 8. 8 I really don't know much about, so I'm not going to say too much on that. You are also a trainer. Okay. But Generation like 3 and 4 and 5, in my opinion, and it's not like an opinion based on anything, it's just like a feeling I have. So it's not really an opinion, it's a feeling. Have the most annoying to deal with type combinations on average. Something like Tropius, purely on a type basis, right? I mean, you can use fire against it, but the route you find Tropius on, if we're taking that into account, which I am at the moment, just because it serves my narrative, it's usually raining on there, so fire is going to be neutral against it anyway, because it's going to be halved in power, then doubled. If you divide by 2, then multiply by 2, you get the original value. So, it's an annoying type to deal with, and other than that, I don't think anything... Actually, Ice. Ice Beam annihilates it. Now I think about it, a lot of the things that I have issues with probably could be dealt with just using Ice Beam. Ludicolo is one I always have issues with as well. Ludicolo is weak to Bug. I think that's the only thing it's actually weak against as well. Because Ice, water resists it. Fire, water resists it. Electric, grass resists it. Flying, also flying. Wow. I don't think I've ever used a flying move against a Ludicolo before. I might actually never have done that before. Huh. Okay, so maybe it's not that big of a deal as long as you just have like half a brain. The thing is, my issue is I oftentimes only have like certain type matchups in my head, and when those don't work, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. That didn't happen. That's totally on me. That's on me. I wasn't paying attention there. If I'd been paying attention, would have been fine. Wasn't paying attention there. Okay, talking about electric types. What am I gonna do? Not gonna go into Snap. Not gonna go into Destroyer. I'm gonna stay in with Z's, I guess. That's actually a really good sprite for a Pokemon you can't get in this game. I guess you wouldn't see the front sprite if you get it yourself. Can you capture more Pikachus in this game? I don't think you can. I don't think Pikachu is an encounter you can get in Pokemon Yellow in Viridian Forest. In Pokemon Red and Blue, you definitely can in Viridian Forest. I don't think in Pokemon Yellow you can. So the only Raijus you ever see in this game probably would be the one Lieutenant Surge has. And that would be about it. It's a really good sprite. This one, not as much, but I really like that Raichu sprite. From Pokemon Yellow. I mean, even in Pokemon Yellow, where Pikachu is the main, like, draw, it's the box art Pokemon, right? Even back in that era, I have a Pokemon Yellow cartridge here. Does it have a, like, year on it? Probably doesn't. It probably does on the box it came in, which I don't have anymore, because why the fuck would I? No. Okay. It doesn't have a date. I think Pokemon Yellow was like 1998? Or 1999? Not 1999. I think Crystal was 1999. Or maybe Gold and Silver were 1999. I don't know. Ruby and Sapphire were like 2002, I want to say. I don't know. I don't know these dates. The only thing I know is that Pokemon Black and White are about 10 years old at this point, and that makes me feel really weird because I remember playing those in like Japanese on my R4 flashcard, like in high school, and that's 10 years ago. That just blows my fucking mind. It's I was like early high school for me. But that was 10 years ago. It's really weird that I have like, not just memories, but like just very clear episodic like memories of events from 10 years ago. Because I'm 23 now, right? So I was 13 or 14 at the time, and you retain memories from that time in your life. As long as they're like important enough memories, pretty much like forever. It's not like memories you get when you are like 6. By the time you're 12, you don't know that most of the things that happened anymore. Right? I mean, anything under 6 are just... I mean, yeah, your memory works way before that, but those memories, you're not going to stick, a lot of them are going to stick in your brain. While I can get big now. You don't have to do the gym right away. You can skip this gym for a while. I forgot. You could go do the SSN first. So we're going to get big right now before the gym, which is actually potentially very important. Don't forget to put away Claws, because Claws died. Which means that we have an opportunity to replace Claws with another Pokemon. We have an opportunity here, because we can just go to the set. We have an opportunity to catch multiple Pokemon. We have like 3 or 4 opportunities to capture Pokemon. Change box. I need to save to change box in this damn game, I forgot. Let's change to box 12. You only have 12 boxes in this game. Actually, I say only have 12 boxes in this game. But I'm kind of surprised that you even have 12 boxes in this game. Every box, I think, still holds 30 Pokemon. So you only need like 6 to house literally every single... 5 if you don't count Mew. Literally to have a living Dex. And you have 12. That's a lot. Especially since back in these days, there wasn't any incentive to like capture multiple of the same Pokemon. Well, the word IVs were a thing. Kinda. And EVs were a thing, but like way differently. They didn't have like a max total EV value you could get. Let's keep Naga in the box for the time being. Just because I'm lazy. Pretty much. And Naga isn't going to do anything. So let's go pick up that TM and let's go pick up another Pokemon. Because I do want to go into this gym with the full team, if at all possible. And if the first Pokemon we run into isn't to my liking, I'll just keep going until I find a Pokemon that is to my liking. Do you give me the Dig TM, or I think just the Rocket Grunt gives it to me, right? Yeah, I think that's the case. So we're probably not going to go back to Route 25, just because something died because I wasn't paying attention. We're going to try to replace Claws, which I'm very sad about, because like 2 episodes ago, we're very happy that I found out that by accident I gave it a really good nickname, and now it's dead. doesn't make me feel very good. I'll tell you that much. Again, I wish you had Ice Beam. Or anything. Even Powder Snow would be good, honestly. Let's just go into Z's. Z's definitely seems to be the most powerful Pokemon I have right now. And when it gets Psychic, which it probably doesn't get Psychic until like level 40, but when it gets Psychic, if it lives that long, it's gonna be an absolute beast because, again, it's not quite Alakazam, it's not Mewtwo, but it still is a special Psychic. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you hitting me 5 times with like 3 critical hits? You stupid asshole. I mean, I'll take it because you're not gonna hit me 5 times again, are you? Okay, if you are hitting me 5 times again and you use Leah, I'm done for. But this probably will... So you have Fury Attack, Leah, Growl, and something else. How do you have such a bad moveset? I have a Fearow of roughly the same level, and my moveset is so much better. And I only have a normal learn set. I don't have any TMs on the Fearow. So what happened with your Fearow? I legitimately don't understand. Let's stay in against a Magnemite. You're not a Steel type, because Steel type doesn't exist. But I don't have Dig yet, because you have that. I'm gonna get it from you in like a moment. Became confused. Hit yourself in confusion, please. That would just because it's funny. I'm gonna murder you anyway. But it would have been funny. If you live with 1 HP now, I'm gonna be upset. You live with 1 HP. Please hit yourself in confusion. Okay. I went from that would have been funny to this is annoying. Like, instantly. Alright, I defeated a Rocket Grunt, which means that I'm not going to get Dig. Which means that I'm actually going to have a useful move on Laura. And next episode, Laura's going to be a useful level again, because I'm going to do some grinding. Everybody's going to be level 20 after next episode. Spoilers, yes, I'm going to go to level 20. I think level 20 is actually reasonable, because I'm going to look it up just to be sure. I could give it to Wombo, but I think Laura is more in need of it and going to be more useful long term. More in need of it because Laura doesn't learn anything through level up, and you're never going to use Leah. And more useful long term just because it's not a legendary Pokemon, but it's like... It's not even pseudo-legendary, but in like lore, it's legendary. And that apparently makes it good. Now, seriously, it's a pretty good Pokemon. It's a shame that I didn't get a Growlithe. If I had gotten a Growlithe, I could have at least leveled it up all the way to the point where it gets Flamethrower at like level 40. It wouldn't have survived that long. It wouldn't have. So maybe this is for the better. And maybe I'll be able to give it some useful moves. Even though I don't know how good... I think its special stat is pretty bad. Yeah, 35 isn't that good. Its physical attack is all better. It's 45, I saw. Which is, again, almost the same that Z's special stat is at. And Laura's level 15. So, it's a very powerful physical attacker. It's just, it doesn't get any physical attacks. Probably, literally the only physical attack it's ever going to use is gonna be Dig. Which isn't even Stab. So, our encounter for this route, whatever it's called, it's a different route, okay? It's going to be... I don't know what it is with me and not running into any wild Pokemon in the grass, or... I mean, that Mount Moon, that was just ridiculous how long it took me to run into something in Mount Moon. But we're going to run into a Golbat, which... Sorry to say, but I don't think I'll be using. You don't evolve yet. My thinking is, if Golbat just hangs out in the box for the rest of this generation, next generation we're going to have level 5 Zubat, which then evolves into a Golbat at some point, but I'll be able to just like walk around with it for a while off screen in Gen 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, I don't know if I'll be doing yet, by the way. And I'll just have a Crobat, which is a lot better than a Golbat. Still, Golbat is pretty bulky, so maybe it'll be useful. Doesn't seem like it has any damaging moves at the moment though, which is a little bit too bad. It has Leech Life, which... This is not Gen 7, so Leech Life is actually not good. It's going to make catching it a little bit more annoying though, because it's going to regain HP, which I'm the huge fan of. But maybe I can get to Vermilion Sit. That was very easy. Okay. I'm still gonna try to find at least one more Pokemon. Probably not gonna go all the way into like Diglett's Cave and then route whatever its name is. But you're going to be I don't know why, but I'm gonna call you Razor. Razor the Golbat. Part of the team. I don't know, maybe the layout is updated now, maybe it's not. It's technically like physically on the team, but I don't plan on using it. So what I'll probably end up doing, and the reason I'm saying this out loud is just so that I know what I want to do in editing and I don't have to make the decision then. I'll update the layout after this battle, like one way or the other, depending on which Pokemon I'll be using. So the spot will still be empty right now, but there will be a Nidoqueen momentarily. Because I'm using Nidoqueen. Oh my god, Nidoqueen is a Stone Evolution. Nidoqueen doesn't get any moves from level up, does she? And I just gave Dig to another Pokemon as well. Fuck! Okay, maybe Nidoqueen gets... I don't know, does Nidoqueen get level up moves? At least it has Double Kick, which in and of itself is like a halfway decent move. Question is, can I even land a Pokeball on you? I can, but you're not going to stay in it. You're going to be difficult. You also have Tail Whip, which... Okay, never going to use that. Oh, you are going to be difficult. So I'm going to want you. And you also have Scratch. Double Kick so far seems to be the best move. You're just a glorified fighting type, which doesn't get stabbed from it. At the moment. Oh, fuck. I was playing with like a little thing on my pants. And I let go of it and then it hit me in the fucking leg. That hurt. That actually hurt a lot. Okay, so time to switch out right now. Probably into Destroy. I don't know. Let's go into Z's because Z's resists the Double Kick. Scratch won't do a lot. I'm not going to use Confusion on it, obviously, because that's just going to, like, murder it. And I still do want to... That's a critical hit. That was a critical hit. That did nothing. But I can try to put you to sleep first. It didn't affect you, Nidoqueen. Fuck. I still don't know how this, like, putting things... Why are you getting 2 crits in a row? Well, you didn't get 2 crits in a row, necessarily, because you hit me 4 times and got 2 crits. But that's 2 turns in a row that you got it. So I think it's just like, instead of it missing, it sometimes just doesn't work because it doesn't make sense that hypnotizing something doesn't hit. But it would be like, for a player communication perspective, it would be a lot better if it just didn't hit. Okay, so still asleep. It's been an issue, so let's try to use Pound. You can probably take another Pound. I'm gonna say you can take another Pound, unless this is a critical hit, in which case just God hates me. Okay, still fast asleep. If you don't stay in the ball now, you're never gonna stay, because you're asleep and probably literally at 1 HP. Oh my god. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're just going to make this speed up a little bit, because this is gonna take forever otherwise. There's nothing I can do, by the way. There's no strategy to be had here. It's just Either I'm able to catch this, or I'm not. In which case, I guess we'll be using Golbat. I will, either way, still be looking up the learn set for Nidoqueen just to know what I potentially missed out on. But I think we're down to our last Pokeball. Last 2 Pokeballs. So, you better stay, is all I'm saying. You didn't stay. You didn't stay. I need Ultra Balls. Or at least Great Balls. No. No way! In the last ball you stayed! Yoda I have become! Also, Nidoqueen. Drill. I want to give a nickname to Nidoqueen, yeah. That's gonna be Big B. Big D, but the female version. It could be Big V, I guess. Copper, not a children's show here. So we got a Nidoqueen on the team. That's good. So I'm gonna look up Nidoqueen's learn stats before the end of this episode. I want to like get back to you guys on what Nidoqueen's learn stats is before we end of this episode. And then I'm going to do grinding everybody up to level 20, I think, because the gym leader coming up has level 22 Pokemon. She only has 2 though, level 21 and 22 if I remember correctly. So level 22 will be the thing we're facing, will be level 20, all team, all round, will be level 20. We're a little bit lower, but we also have 6 Pokemon, and we probably have like type coverage over them, so we should be fine. But I don't want to get to level 22 because that would be absolute overkill. So, yeah. Let's switch out these guys. Google the learn set for Nidoqueen and end of the episode. Deposits, we're going to put away Razor in box 1 and then withdraw Big B, which is level 14. I can't believe we got that in the last Pokeball. I'm so happy about that. So happy. You have scratched it, we already... Oh, you also have Body Slam. Did I see that correctly? Did I see that? You do! Okay, so you... Even if you don't learn any more moves, which I hope you do learn more moves, but even if you don't, that's a respectable-ish moveset. I mean, Scratch is hot garbage. So is Leah. Or Growl, or whatever one you had. Just the useless stat move. But Body Slam and Double Kick in and of itself is like somewhat decent. So I'm going to look at the learn sets and then I'll be back with that information for you. Okay, so hear me out. It doesn't get any more moves from level up. So from level up perspective, we're stuck with the moves that we have now. But it does get a fair amount of TMs. That being Mega Punch and Mega Kick, which I can't get back to those moves to the left of Cerulean City right now. But the moment we get to Diglett's Cave and I have Cup, I can go back to Pewter City, go through Moon again and get one of those moves. Probably, I want to say Mega Punch, because Mega Kick only has 75% accuracy. But that would probably be better than Body Slam. It learns Toxic, obviously everything learns Toxic. Then it also learns Bubble Beam and Water Gun. Don't really care about either of those. It learns Ice Beam and Blizzard, which probably, if it lives that long, I'll give it one or the other. I'll give one to probably give Ice Beam to SNES and then Blizzard to Big B. I don't know where you get Ice Beam. I know you get Blizzard in the Pokemon Mansion in Cinnabar Island, so it's probably going to be dead by that time anyway. It learns Thunderbolt, which I think you get from Lieutenant Surge. So probably going to give that to her. It learns Thunder, Earthquake, obviously Fissure, which is a TM in this generation. It learns Fire Blast. Don't really care about that. Skull Bash. And then of course also learns Surf, which I'm probably going to teach to it as well. So it's got a little bit of like, it's got a fair amount of moves available to it through TM, but that's going to take a while to like set up. Talking about setting up, I'm going to set up my team to be ready to face Misty next episode, and then soon after that we're going to go as Anne the episode after that, and then we're going to go Lieutenant Surge the episode right after that, and then we are going to not have any like gyms for 2 or 3 more episodes, and then it's going to be a thing. Until the next time though, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you have indeed enjoyed this video, which hopefully you have. I know I have, especially getting that Nidoqueen. That was amazing. Until then, I'll see you all back next time. Bye.